are the 10th Legion, exiles from a dying empire who founded the Kingdom of Ebb. For 400 years, we guided and protected our people. We gave them peace, prosperity, fair judgment. Some say it was the death of the old king that turned the people against us. That it was Jane Cassinder who took up the sword and drove us from our chapter houses and estates. I was not there for the final battle, when the last of our legion faced Jane Cassinder beneath the boughs of an ancient, hallowed tree. Nor do I know what power she called upon in that forest to murder my comrades and friends.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tune In Gaming. Today we are doing another Diamond in the Rough. My name's Evan.
My name's Zach.
And today we played Dungeon Siege 3?
Yes.
So 3?
That's a 3.
Right. That's a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Zach's gonna open her up here.
Okay. So it's a pretty cool game. I enjoyed it for the most part. You know, there's a couple things that I fixed about it, like kind of the voice acting needs some work.
Yeah.
Possibly the script as well. It was pretty stop and start.
That happens. I mean, it's one of those RPGs where you have to like choose your narrative too, so that's part of the reason why it's stop and start. But it wasn't well, or the flow didn't happen overly well.
Yeah, there was.
Despite it being stop and start.
Yeah. As well, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I like that there's like 4 characters you can choose from, and you can, whichever one you pick, you get like a different opening cutscene, and obviously a different set of abilities and weapons that you can use. But then you start at the same point, regardless of who you choose, and it probably changes the story up a little bit. Like we didn't get too far into it.
Yeah.
I played through it quite a bit with one character, and we tried a different character for this, and I imagine it changes slightly, maybe in the order you pick up other companions or how you interact with them or whatever. But other than that, it doesn't look like there's much difference depending on who you choose.
The play style itself resembles very much so to Diablo. Any of the Diablo games, really. It's your overhead. You know, well, I mean, Baldur's Gate, Diablo, like there's tons of games like that, and they're all really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very much like that, and you're dungeon crawling through different areas, and you know, you fight enemies, they drop loot, tons of loot.
All the loot.
A dumb amount of loot.
More.
It actually got to the point where I was getting annoyed that I was getting new equipment, because like, I mean, you don't have to, but the way I do it is when I was going through, I would like equip my new stuff right away, because then you're more powerful, right? So like every 3 minutes I'd be getting something new, and I'd be going into my inventory and checking to see if it was good, and then I'd put it on, and it just keeps happening that way. So, yeah.
Pain in the ass.
But tons of loot though, so I mean,
all the loot. Like,
you can make a
fucking
ton of money, dickload of money off of that stuff.
No, you can't.
No?
You sell it like super cheap.
Alright, you won't make any money off of that stuff.
Unless it's like really good, you sell it really cheap.
Wait.
Which probably compensates for how fucking much there is of it.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, but overall, I mean, it wasn't the game wasn't too bad itself. Like I said, those kind of overhead dungeon crawlers, I mean, I need more than that to draw me into it, because like Diablo's got a great story, Baldur's Gate has a great story. Yeah. This, I'm sure has a decent story, but I didn't really pick up on it right away.
Yeah, it's something where you probably have to play the first 2 to get into the story.
Yeah.
But I've talked to a co-worker of mine who played the first 2, and he noticed that I was going to play this, and he actually was expecting me to be fairly disappointed with it. And I'd mentioned that I hadn't played the first 2. He was like, "Oh, okay, then you'll enjoy it." So
the first 2 are apparently maybe worth picking up instead.
Yeah. Maybe we should have done the first 2.
Yeah.
The first one instead of this one, but whatever, you know. It's the way she goes.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like I said, overall not terrible. You got the 4 different characters to choose from. You've got Lucas, Anjali, Reinhardt, and Katarina. One's like your, armored warrior. Yeah. Anjali is...
She's an archon. So
yeah,
she's kind of like a human, but also a, I don't know.
Is it Archon or is it Archon?
Archon. I don't know. However the fuck you say it.
Pretty sure it's Archon.
Whatever. Don't care.
Reinhardt's kind of like a tech mage, from what I understood.
Yeah.
Like he's got little orbs that give him his power.
Yeah.
And then Katarina looked like just a dual wielder.
Yeah,
Guns.
she's kind of like,
Just
Yeah.
guns, dual wielding guns.
Doolies.
Yeah.
Doolies!
But yeah, character selection is always pretty big for me, and they look like they've got a pretty diverse group, so that's pretty sweet. I myself prefer like tons of companions, but the 4 that they have on here seem pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with those guys, like each character has a different set of abilities that you can play through to suit your playstyle.
Right.
For example, with Anjali, she's got her first form where she looks very human, and she's got a big spear, and that's kind of used for fighting enemies up close. And then you can switch her stance, and you turn into kind of like a flame, and you're like floating and shit, and you fire off flame spells to do ranged combat, which is really cool. I really liked her a lot. I think she kind of kicks ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Sweet. It's also multiplayer, co-op, 2 players.
Yeah. We didn't really get into that because we didn't spend the time to figure out how to start it in co-op, but
you can. It says so
you
right
can.
here. Mind you, last time we assumed that on the back
Yeah.
of the game, we got screwed.
You can't. You must be though, because there's like achievements for doing certain things in co-op.
Okay.
So like beating certain bosses as one of us is Lucas and one of us is Reinhardt, and the achievement's called Maximum Bro Fist.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's rad achievements too.
Yeah. Add achievements.
Cool. Alright, yeah. So I don't know if it was really my bag, to be entirely honest. I don't think I want to play it again. But it's just the little things that bug me, like the dialogue and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of bugs me a little bit, and to the point where I'm just like, man, I could play better games like Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate or Diablo kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll pick it up again, but it definitely wasn't bad.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna finish playing through it. But yeah, I don't listen to the dialogue much. I usually have music going and on Tumblr at the same time, like half playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at this point, my character's like over leveled and I've just ripped through everything. It's good times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you do want to pick this game up, we got it for $10 at a secondhand store.
Home Tech Games Plus.
Oh!
It's like our church now.
Yeah. Men.
Yeah.
I'll pray to men.
Greatest fucking place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, $10 at a store that, you know, has to make a markup to succeed in business.
Yeah.
So if you find this any cheaper than $10, it's a steal. For
Definitely.
sure. And if you find it any more expensive than $10, they're fucking you, so.
Yeah, I think $10 is a very fair price.
Yeah. But yeah, so Dungeon Siege 3, I'd say it's a diamond in the rough.
I'll give you that, yeah, it's a diamond.
We'll bring it up there.
Sure.
It's got enough redeeming qualities that it could be, it's just not my type of game,
Yeah.
I think. But like I said, the characters are really neat, so diving into those would be kind of cool, but the gameplay just didn't attract me really.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So yeah, Dungeon Siege 3, down in the rough, $10. Anything less, steal. Anything more, you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked.
Right, fucked.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah.
Maximum Brofest?
Maximum Brofist.
Alright. Oh, I guess I gotta do a closer before I
Yeah,
shut this stuff
you
off.
should.
You do it. I don't want to do this then.
Alright guys, well that's been another episode of Diamond in the Rough. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below there. Share it with your friends. Bonding. You know, I'm big on that. Yeah, and thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Check out our Tumblr, check out our Facebook, check out our Twitter. We don't even really use the Twitter, but check it out anyway.
Yeah, check it out.
And the MFN Vlogs and MFN Gaming. Check those guys out, because they're rad. Well, MFN Vlogs has us in it also, so.
So that, like, why wouldn't you check that out?
What are you doing?
And then you're going to check it out, and you're going to see all the other people that are part of MFN Gaming. Then you're going to want to check them out.
Yeah.
So it's just a thing that you're going to have to do.
Why are you still here? Why haven't you done it yet?
I think they did go already.
Did they?
Probably.
Alright.
It'd be stupid not to.
Sure. Are you gonna stare? Are you gonna come back?
I wouldn't come back.
Alright. I'm sad now.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
If you're still here, thanks for tuning in.